Alright, assistant. Up there too. My mouth.
There.
Alright, so this is where we are at right now. Number 1 cylinder was done. Just gonna work on. We'll be just tacking around a little bit, just change the design here and there a little bit more. Just a lot of just playing around, twisting things. The collectors are pretty much done. Looks pretty. And let me show you around a little bit. I just had to fill up a little more here and there, but other than that, it looks pretty good. I'm just gonna clean up the whole pipe, and before I start welding, fully weld the whole number 1 cylinder. Finished up the first runner, working on the cylinder 4 side, and yeah, it's not pretty because it's not.
I mean, it's not bad for my first designed manifold.
I mean, design, I think it's alright. We could have done a better job if we did polish this or something like that, but we're gonna end up wrapping it anyway. So we'll probably, and it's not like we're doing this for customers' build or something. Could have been better, but you know, just working on whatever we could do over here. So. But I think it's gonna be, either way, it's gonna perform. Design's good. We're gonna do all the process except for polishing it. I mean, I'm constantly polishing it here and there just to have some clean welds. But you know, it's just a raw material here and there. So, but when it's done, it's gonna be sick. It's pretty much even. I wouldn't say equal length, but even length. Like
not equal, but even.
Even or similar length.
Close enough.
Close enough, yes. Manifold. Alright, so it's all tacked up. I did like probably 1 or 2 tacks on each pipes, and basically it looks pretty nice. I'm gonna probably just kinda put a brush and clean it off. Make it like this at least. That used to be a raw pipe, so that I could weld this around and just take this off. At least I can mock it up on the car just to make sure everything's okay, and even I could even put the turbo on just to see how it's gonna look before I do a number 2 and 3. So looks pretty good. I don't like those welds on the first one. I guess it's still a learning process, but my main thing was to have a manifold that's going to be functional and also will not crack. So I was more concentrating on like adding a lot of filler rods and not making any pinholes or anything like that, and any weak points, because it's going to be a top mount. It's going to have all the stress. It's going to make a lot of heat. So far so good. Alright, so just ended up kind of wire brushing it. As you can see, it's all tacked up and nice and clean now, so it'll probably look way better than the number 1. It only takes like a couple minutes or 5 minutes to get to this point from that raw finish, so I guess I'll do it regardless. So just don't worry about this number 1. I mean, it's alright. It could be way better, and you see how it's really tight on the between the pipes, and there won't be any like restrictions because this is all bent pipe. It's not a straight pipe that's cut or anything like that. So I'm gonna try to weld nicely on this one, see how it goes. Those who actually started welding, I mean, I picked up a lot of tips, just my own, and doing a lot of research. Something like this that you need to weld a lot you might want to you know, grind your tungstens, and you do it top and bottom, so you could just flip it around. So this is also set up top and bottom. You just flip it around so that you have already 4 ready to go without, you know, taking it out, grinding it off. That just, it's a downtime. And always you could contaminate your tungsten or even rods. I actually use a acetone and just clean it off, even the rods, filler rods, everything. Just put on the clean cloth or whatever, just so that it doesn't get contaminated. Everything's been wiped down before I start welding. Though it still gets contaminated, but just trying to get as minimal contamination as possible. So I think that's really the key to the having the cleanness and also a nice weld at the end. So I'm happy with the old fitment here, and I'm gonna go from here. Alright, so my eyes are killing me. This welding is, not only you're gonna be read through all this, the metal that's just burning, evaporating, but your eyes will get tired like a lot, just looking at the dark and light and this and that. So I partially welded the number 1 cylinder. No, I'm sorry, number 4. So at least I could just mock it up. And turbo is pretty, it's sitting pretty here. It's sitting pretty high, but we actually, this is how we mocked it up. It will clear the hood, will close no problem. It's still close to the hood, and you can see it just closes no problem. Just has no problem as far as the clearance goes. And I looked at it, you know, turbo's just basically just like right by the hood. It's not like hitting the hood, the turbo or anything. What's going on at the shop today was basically Aaron was working on finally 380SX, and we come to find out we need another harness for the interior. So just trying to figure something out. At least we have some time to actually work on it now. And basically I was just working on the manifold after taking care of some orders today and some customer service. So hopefully I hope to actually finish the manifold by next week. This process is like, it takes a lot of time, patience too. So it's just gonna take a while. Also, we have a few more like fabrication to do. So I'm hoping to start up the car maybe in a few weeks before we start getting to this car. We're just waiting on the machine shop to get the engine to us, and we just put it back together. It's just being sleeved right now and putting the pistons in, and everything's gonna be done here. So pretty tired. We had some incident today where our bathroom water, toilet water actually overflew. So it's a chaos here, and we got it fixed. The maintenance guy came out, something got clogged, and it was just terrible. Good thing nobody like shit or pee right before that, and it was same to the neighbor. So something got clogged in between where it connects, and we're thinking neighbor. They don't want to admit it. I think the lady had a good shit. Anyway, I guess this is gonna be end of this vlog, and I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Like, share, and subscribe.